you had to go. Friend's car, your friend's house, if you kind of knew the area you're in. And then, yeah.
You just scatter.
You do that until you either get a fake ID or you go to the bars on the outskirts were pretty relaxed with ID checks. They weren't really checking that much.
Huh. So you guys had bars. Were there like...
Yeah, we had bars.
You had bars.
Not that far out.
Right.
Bars everywhere.
Because, I mean, New York had bars, but you didn't go to them when you were in college. You went to, like,
you went, like
the
club.
nightclubs.
Yeah, no, we didn't have nightclubs.
No nightclubs.
I mean, we had them, but...
It wasn't that fun.
They weren't, yeah.
No?
The most we had was the Turney Soul Casino. That had like the nightclub vibe. But they're checking IDs because obviously they're much more. So we would go to like the dive bars was like the first experience after that. Real hole in the wall, out of nowhere that sometimes during winter you can only access with like snowmobiles and stuff. So
no way.
Yeah, they have trails that go from bar to bar. Yeah, I mean you can access them through the road, but it's easier with a snowmobile. I never had a snowmobile, but
oh damn.
Yeah, parents didn't trust me.
Wow,
which is fine because I would have killed myself.
You probably
So you go to the dive bar spots, and then unless you want to drive to the casino because that was like a 20-30 minute drive. Same thing we used to do.
Yeah.
But we really used to risk it too. It would snow a lot. Like you couldn't see snow. So that's why when it snows out here, I'm very like everyone freaks out. I don't know why they're freaking out.
That's out.
Back home, it just snow, below zero, snow coming down, and just drive through it to go to the club for a night to drink and then drive home.
And then to drive home. That's wild. So when I came out here, let's call it 6 years. I'm terrible. I don't really know what year I came. It was weird for me in the sense because you go out in New York City, like I'm getting ready. I'm pre-gaming and maybe making pre-game appetizers for my friends that are coming over around like 10 o'clock. No one's getting to my house by until 10:30, 11. And we're not leaving the house until 12 o'clock because the bars and the nightclubs aren't closing until 4. So I've seen the sun come up so many times, sober and drunk, out there. So when I first came out here, I was actually with my sister and I was like, yeah, so let's make some food. We had a couple people coming over and she's like, what are you doing? Like, you need to get dressed and we need to go. I'm like, oh, no, we don't. It's just 10 o'clock. We're good. No. And she's like, no, of course I didn't listen to her. And then 12 o'clock, I'm like, all right, let's go. And she's like, oh, you want to go? All right, cool. Let me show you what's out there right now. And bars were shut down. Mm-hmm. The Denver nightclub scene isn't the same.
No.
I've tried it on different occasions from time to time, when we go out and whatnot. It's definitely not the same as New York. They're closed at 1. What, last call is 12:30?
Yeah. I mean, even we would close at 2 upstate, but...
Oh, you guys closed at 2 at upstate? Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, you would have 1:45 be your last call.
Right. Everyone's walking out.
Yeah.
And don't really care. Breweries weren't a thing for me. I mean, maybe they were, but I can't think of Times Square or New York at the time when I was out there had breweries. Did you guys have breweries?
We had one because that was the namesake of my town. Saranac Brewery. So that was right in the middle. That was right in the middle where I grew up. So I was kind of used to having a brewery, but they've been around since the Prohibition, pre-Prohibition, through Prohibition, all that. Super old town. So I was used to that, but super old school brewery. So you walk in huge boilers, all copper things. It looked really cool, especially as a kid.
Yeah.
And then during the summer they have like a brewery night, I guess. So it was just like all the Saranac beers out. You got a tent, you go down there and kind of hang out there Thursday night, start drinking 4 o'clock. 5 p.m.
4 o'clock.
Everyone has to go to work tomorrow morning, but they don't care.
No one cares.
4 p.m., let's go. And then you hit the bar after that, and you roll to work. And Friday's the least productive day you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was used to that. I wasn't used to coming out here with all the microbreweries. That's the one thing that changed for me, because you go and do a brewery tour, see it, and it's just super compact, obviously now because technology. So I was like, oh, sweet, it's a room. Oh, okay, cool.
It's a room. It's a tour. Oh, yeah. Nice, yeah, cool. And you're giving me samples throughout this tour.
Yeah, as long as you got the flight, I'll be happy. So, yeah.
Did you become more of a beer drinker because coming out here these last couple of years and having all the breweries?
Well, not more. I wouldn't say more. I honestly don't even try different things. I'm the person that is scared. Like, we'll go to the menu, like, oh, I'll get something different tonight. Look at the menu for 10 minutes, thinking that I'm going to choose the same thing.
No?
No, but I was, I had a terrible experience with beer when I first started drinking. So I didn't drink beer for a while. And then it was like right before I moved out here, I started drinking again because you can't keep taking like bottles of rum out and look like a normal person. Especially going to people like after college, like some things show up as
definitely change.
Captain just drinking out of the handle. So
I mean, I try to get you to drink some of my concoctions, and
no, I didn't. Yeah, because you disgusting. Tequila mixed with everything else that should be mixed with tequila is nasty. I don't trust your drinks. I wouldn't trust your drinks at all.
That's so self-opinionated. I mean,
that's what opinions are. It's a self-opinion. Yeah, you're right. If you come over here, do not drink anything. What was in that? Tequila? You mixed literally every alcohol that was there.
For what?
It wasn't even a real drink.
Halloween, my birthday. I mean, there's always a concoction.
What was the last time that you tried to get me to drink that? I took one sip. I can't remember if it was Halloween or your birthday because they're right there.
You know, one that I will say was my worst concoction was tequila and wine.
That was the one. That was one. Yeah.
That I have to say, I will agree with you.
You couldn't even drink that.
I couldn't even drink that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Tequila and wine.
And red wine. Most likely it was probably like a Merlot. I will give you that one.
It's not an opinion.
It's not an opinion. No, I agree with you on one. Just like really one. Of all my concoctions, that's the one that didn't.
But that's where it started, so you can understand after that, I would never drink anything you hand me. Especially if we've been drinking, because you clearly don't care. The tequila and wine thing was like end of the night. You're like, yeah, that's just...
Yes, it was the end of the night type of rolling...
That was the pinnacle of your nastiness. That was.
Well, I don't think I'll ever live that one down.
You burned the whole bridge of trust. Burn.
Over one drink.
Right there.
Oh, I need to gain that trust back because I have some really good concoctions. Halloween. Were you at Halloween? Yeah, you were at Halloween this year. That concoction was pretty good. I'm not going to tell you what was in it, of course, but it was a really good concoction.
I don't think I had any.
I don't think you had some
I was scarred from...
You're scarred?
2 weeks before.
That was like... All right, well, since we're in a whole different year, quarantine and all, you should give me the chance to...
Honestly, the way this year's starting, I might be down for it just because if I die...
Hey.
The way 2020's been going, like there's
it's not happening.
Nothing on the horizon.
Not happening. How do you feel about... Okay, so, of course, moving into a new place, not being able to work, not being able to have fun, all that the world is dealing with. You can't work at home like some other people.
Yep.
How do you feel about the NBA shutting down? Because I know you're into ball a lot.
Yeah, it's been...
How's that? Been rough. Yeah, how's your March Madness? Did you have your whole bracket set up or what?
No, I don't. I only paid attention to like pro sports.
Oh, okay.
College sports are cool, and I would watch March Madness and go out and enjoy the atmosphere, but I wouldn't know. I can't follow a team. It just changes so quickly for me that...
So team following changes for you?
Well, like the college teams, because you got kids for 4 years. They don't play maybe their first 1 or 2 unless they're really good, and then every year you got new. Which I could see why. Like I have a friend that's super into college sports that he loves that part of it. With professional teams, you sit with a roster for most time unless big trades happen. But so NBA shutting down was probably the biggest thing for me. Mm-hmm. That's when that was like the mark of like, oh, this is real. This is real. Oh,
this is real.
That week, I was like, all right, something might be shutting down. Like we'll hear by the end of that week, and we do make it 8 hours that day. Yeah.
So since I used to when I was in college and when I first came out here, I definitely did follow basketball, but it's just dwindled since I'm not going to buy an ESPN package. It got real for me since I teach. And one class was like, oh, we're canceling this one class on Mondays. And I was like, all right, cool. And then another class canceled. And I was like, okay, I can still survive.
Oh.
And then another class. And then another class. And then the really big socket was I have a show in June. And that got canceled. And I was like, wait a minute, this is real talk.
And it's June.
It's June. It's at the end of June, basically July.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, this is real talk. Like, what am I going to do? How do I survive? I can't sit home and drink all day.
Not for long, at least.
Not for long, at least,
You're going to have to get more.
It sucks. And then I have Netflix. I have all the streaming stuff. But at this point, I'm so bored. And this is, week 2?
I mean, 1 for me.
one for you. This
week
is
2 is because the NBA closed 2 weeks ago. So week 2 of it being like a real thing, and
it's a real
travel
thing.
Restrictions and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the looting. That's all I've been. Yep.
I know.
Just practicing. That's the time to shine for me. Just go and just.
I heard
might start the craze.
Okay, I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but I heard either the MMA was still like filming fights with no one in the audience, and then they realized that it cannot happen anymore.
I think a lot of people try that.
Did they?
Yeah, I know some late night shows did at least 1 week of no audience. Weird,
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that need the audience applause.
Yeah, like I watched a John Howard thing, his one of his last week nights with no audience and just the green screen and him doing it, and it was
that's weird.
Weird because you had like the jokes were still there and you have the time to laugh, but it just no one else is doing it. And I was like, oh, this feels weird. I'm just watching some guy in his basement right now. So everything.
That's wild.
Can't do anything like it because
You think it'll affect the NFL start?
Well, if they're pretty, I mean, if they bring back basketball, which when I bring it back, but they're talking about finals in August, which is preseason for football.
It's true.
They're not going to want to push against the finals, so if they push that, it might push back.
Oh my god!
It might give us a better sports schedule though, because you can have really like hockey will be pushed back, basketball will be pushed back. You might not have that weird time where
there's
nothing's happening.
Game. I know a lot of girls use that time who have boyfriends that are so into sports to be like, oh, this is our us time. Okay, now you're watching Winter Sports. Cool, got it. So
no more us time.
There's no more us
just
time.
Get into this.
It just goes from sport to sport all year round.
Yeah, if they're and you better hope they're winning.
That is true.
If they're not winning,
imagine your winter. All your sports your teams aren't winning. That's
rough.
That's a rough time.
Yeah, pick better teams.
Then it goes to picking a different team.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the diehard. So I'm a Bills fan, so that's been rough.
It's always rough for Bills fans.
Yeah, it's been a ride. But now they're even talking about now they're pushing the NFL season back, but possibly suspending that too, if depending on how crazy this gets, which really sucks because we're finally looking all right, and we got Tom Brady out of the division.
Oh my gosh!
So the door's open.
Out of the division. Oh
he's out of the division. He's on Tampa Bay now. Now you got the New England Patriots that are stuck with. I don't know who they're at quarterback. They might get Cam Newton, but
that'd be a good one.
Solid those deals are.
Cam, but
no one to throw to. No one to run that ball. Good offensive line.
I have faith that the Patriots will make,
as you should,
right decisions. I am a Patriots fan.
I'm holding you to that fanship. Holding you.
And I have faith. I do love me some Tom Brady. I might become. It's different. He's out of. So it's a different.
That team might not be good either, though.
I know that team's not good.
I mean, they should be on paper, but.
You know what? Maybe they will be. This is extra time for them to...
get more time. Yeah, the season happens.
Practice.
As long as they don't condense the season down.
That is true.
Because then you have way less. You can't lose a game if they cut it down to 10 games or less. Which I don't think they would do, but you never know.
You never know. So they don't have their prep seasons to make it.
Yeah.
But I have faith that the Patriots will make the right decision and find someone really great for them to throw to.
So you're taking Bill Belichick over Tom Brady? Because that's what's happening now. Now the conversation for Tom Brady's retirement has been, has Tom Brady been such a great quarterback that has propelled Bill Belichick? Or is it Belichick's system that has given Tom Brady the area to grow? And he couldn't separate the two because you could point to many great plays, you could point to many great calls. Now I am allowing both of them to explore both of their options as individuals. So you're going to wait to see who's winning more and then bandwagon that? Okay.
No, I'm going to bandwagon the both. I believe in Bill and I believe in Tom. Bill and Tom together is a great sandwich, but them
but now you have to choose.
I don't have to choose because they're in two different divisions.
You do have to choose. If you're a Patriots fan, you're not going to root for Tom Brady in Tampa Bay.
Well, they don't play against each other. So, I'm a Patriot Tom fan. See how I did that there?
That's what you said before, though.
Well, they were together, and it was a great relationship. But now that they separated...
And I told you.
It's like
so one day, custody. Tom Brady's not going to be there.
I had faith.
Granted,
You know
I
what?
didn't think he'd go to the Buccaneers.
I didn't think he would go to Buccaneers. Yeah.
But hey,
He chose someone else. But you know what? I think he chose